Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, we will be discussing the art that I've been working on over the past 2 years for my IB art exhibition. So the exhibition is taking place on the 26th of this month and will display the pieces of the 6 students in the IB Year 2 class at my school. And I'm really excited to share a little bit about my own art with you today, and as always, I hope you enjoy. So the first piece within my exhibition is called Androgyny, and it's a series of screen prints that I did on multimedia paper. In this work, I am trying to convey a feeling of sameness between the two genders, female and male. The viewer should be pushed to challenge the traditional appearances that are often portrayed by comic or pop art artists such as Roy Lichtenstein. The piece seeks to dispute the commonly associated male and female attributes that were especially prevalent during the 1950s and 1960s by inverting gender representation and employing visual ambiguity. The next piece we will be discussing is an acrylic painting called Overthinking, and this piece attempts to highlight the innate, cluttered craziness of the human mind and the unique nature of one's personal thoughts and ideas. The painting focuses on the innate connection between our thoughts and the busy world around us and mocks the information overload that people commonly experience on a daily basis. The work is inspired by the artist Keith Haring, who we actually talked about in a previous podcast if you've been tuned in for a while. Therefore, the emoji-like images within the piece seek to emulate the pop art style he employed during his artistic career. Moving on, we have the third piece in my exhibition, which is called Karma Kills, and this piece is a sculpture that is meant to be viewed as more of an experience than just a piece that one stares at on a wall. And because of the three-dimensional nature of the piece, if you were actually to see it in real life, you would be forced to move around it in a circle to read what it says within the piece. And I made the sculpture out of rather unconventional materials, including painting with acrylic paint on a car shade. Overall, the piece seeks to portray the abundance of cyclicity within the human existence. The surface used has imprinted circles which symbolize minor instances that occur in one's life, while the overall presentation of the piece as a cylindrical structure pushes for the consideration of cyclical occurrences on a wider scale. The phrase karma kills initiates ponderance regarding the impact of one's actions in these aforementioned cycles of life and warns the viewer to live intentionally and purposefully. Next up, we have my most recently created piece, which is a watercolor painting that currently has a working title. The piece portrays unity between humans and the ocean. Due to the many benefits of water to humans, the physical connection between the hair and the waves shows human dependence on water, but also the additional helpful effects that we reap from the source. The painting emulates a flowing feeling as the interconnectivity between humans and water is evolving and changing over time due to issues such as global warming. The last piece we will be talking about today is extremely interesting to me as I took heavy inspiration from children's toys, which I feel like a lot of people either have used in their life or are at least familiar with. And so using such an iconic symbol that a lot of people are familiar with really forced me to think about an additional meaning that you can get from the piece. So I pretty much created a dollhouse structure out of mat board, and within the house I decorated the individual rooms with different textiles, yarns, tiles, glass, and mirror. And as of right now, this piece is also under consideration for a title like the watercolor piece. So if you have any ideas, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. This piece specifically seeks to portray the interconnectivity between different cultures around the globe. Each room within the dollhouse displays representation of a unique culture, whether it be a country or a state, and the decor within the rooms is rather stereotypical, which is meant to convey how, although we as humans are all united on the same planet, we also use means of generalization in order to understand one another. Well, I hope y'all learned a little bit about some of the pieces I have made in IB art over the past 2 years and that you enjoyed getting to see a little bit of my own personal style. As always, thank you for listening, and I will see you next time.